I actually used to watch Towie a lot, but
I know you did. You strike me as that kind of guy that
there's nothing wrong with that. Do you feel like we're being forced to embrace plastic surgery?
It's not a problem for you to say you would never wife a girl that's had a BBL. What's wrong with that? That's your preference.
Like, I've got insecurities about certain things when I was growing up and stuff like that. But as I get older, don't laugh. Why are you laughing?
No, do you know what? It's funny.
Why are you laughing?
No. I'm not laughing at you, bro. I'm not laughing at you, bro.
Why are you drinking like that, bro?
Drinking like what?
That was weird.
What are you talking about, bro?
Really
I haven't even sat down yet. You haven't even given me a chance
you...
to do nothing.
No, that was a bit off.
What, like that?
No,
because I had my pinky out.
No, your hand.
I'm a sophisticated brother.
That's not got anything to do with
I'm gonna do it again.
That's not how you jack, bro. You're lucky that you wasn't in the shop the way you was drinking. It's calm though. It's calm. How you doing though?
I'm good, bro. What are you saying?
I'm calm.
Back again for another week.
Week 2. We gotta actually do it properly this time because we didn't say subscribe. We didn't say hit the notification bell.
You shagged it basically.
No. What? I'm the one that said we should do it at the top, and you said nah. Let's keep it natural. All of this stuff.
Yeah, because do you know what? We're not gonna do this, right? We're not gonna do the whole back and forth. You did this and I said that because you're a he said she said kind of brother. But we're not gonna do that today. Okay. So how are you? How's your week been?
I'm good, man. There's been a lot of new music to take in.
Say that again.
Have you taken in Drake and Kanye?
I'll be honest with you. I've taken in half of Drake's thing and pieces of Kanye's album. Reason being, it didn't grab me. Donda didn't grab me. I can't lie to you.
The worst thing about it is the like his marketing around the release was amazing. Like
amazing.
I was looking at it and I was thinking, you know what, this is gonna be a work of art. The Donny's chilling in a stadium. He's just masked up all the time. The aesthetics behind these listening parties. But then when I listen to the album, because I've listened to it like once and a half, it's just like I don't know who he is. I don't know it. Like the thing is, he's on this God thing, which is fair enough. He's on this journey, But there's a lot of blasphemy in his album, bro. There is a lot of blasphemy in his album, and I don't know how to feel about it. And the worst thing is, I would rather him just be extremely right. Like, if you're just extremely saying, oh yeah, I'm Jesus walks, all that stuff, then calm. But it's the half-hearted stuff that I can't really take in. And plus, all of the songs sound very similar, all choiry and stuff. It's like, I'm not going to go back to that album.
Yeah, but this is the maddest thing, right? Because you specifically told me in the last episode that you was a gospel man. You said to me, I grew up on gospel.
I did grow up on gospel, but I don't like...
So by rights, you should be loving this album, bro.
I don't like the weird stuff.
So you're calling his album weird?
Because, bro, did you not hear what I just said? He's half-hearted with it. Like, when he's got Jay-Z, he's got Jay-Z and them man on it, yeah? I think Jay-Z must have said that him and Ye are like Jesus and Moses.
Mad thing.
It's like, bro, come on.
Do you know the other thing I find weird about that track in particular? Is Jay says something like, if you're f***ing with people on the other team, then me and you can't be peoples. But he's on Drake and Kanye's album.
Yeah. But I don't think they're really beefing.
Who?
Drake and Kanye.
Whether they're not beefing or they are, doesn't really matter. The principle still stands. You're making it public that you don't have an issue. Even if you don't really have an issue. Probably a behind the scenes thing. It's going to boost both of their numbers. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think it's not an album that I'm gonna go back to. I don't think. Like, I think there was one song with Dirk maybe that was decent, and then the one with Shania. What's her name? Shenzea.
You talking about Shensia?
Shensia.
I might as well get up and walk
Chill out, man.
How dare you? That's blasphemous. What you just did there is blasphemous.
No, her song track was hard.
Can I just say Shensia? Oh,
yeah, she's hard.
That is gourmet food, bro. Are you mad?
No, she's sick. She came out of nowhere.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, she's
and she's talented as well.
Yeah, she is.
Woo, Shensia.
You're dumb.
Woo.
No, I think there was only like 3 or 4 tracks on that I really took in, and I thought, okay, cool, like it's a good album. But Drake, we were talking about it before, yeah, bro. Drake, he doesn't have a fan base. He has the world.
Yeah, everyone just
messes with him. Everyone just messes with Drake. Like he's marketing from when he put in the different cities who's gonna be on the album. Bro, that's just wavy.
Yeah.
Like no other artist can do that and people care about it.
He missed a trick with that though.
How you mean?
Because Kanye did the whole petty thing. Yeah, he plastered Toronto with Donda. Yeah, plastered it. So I feel like Drake could have come on a little bit. You could have jabbed him a little piece. Should have done something in Chicago.
I just don't think he wants it though, and it's called Certified Lover Boy. Like, what can you really put on that album that's gonna be like you're gonna go at Kanye? And I saw an article about how Kanye said that there's no beef with Drake if he doesn't send for him in his album. So he said, if you don't send for me in this album, then we're calming. Cool. And I don't really hear any like subtle disses to Kanye, so they probably can't. But did you see the video? I showed you the video of the Ruby Rose. She thought that, I have to mention it because it's actually funny. She thought, that Drake mentioned her on a track because he said something about a Ruby watch. All her friends were gassing that.
You know the definition of you're reaching?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing?
Nah, it was mad, bro. Because she in the video, she's there like, she's proper gassed. Like, it's mad. It's not like the Maya Jama when he fully said her name. He 100%. Said Ruby. He said
reaching, big man. That's what reaching.
Yeah, nah, it was mad. Sorry. But I think, what do you think of the album though?
I like it. I'm definitely gonna say I prefer it to Donda. I will also say that it's not his strongest body of work. I'll be honest with you. Like, when I look back at some of the other pieces that he's put out over the years, you know, I just feel as if, maybe it's nostalgia, but I just feel as if he came a bit stronger there. Yeah. Like, we try to think of an example now. More Life, right? Good body of work. If you're reading This Is Too Late, good body of work. The bait one. What's the bait one where he's sitting at the table?
Take Care. Yeah, but
different body of work. Like,
but how long does it take you to take in an album? Because obviously it's come out recently, exactly. So it's like I've listened to it twice. Well, further, do
you know? Let's just say the day that we're filming this is the day that the album come out.
Yeah.
So because of that, I'll put my hands up and say I ain't fully taking it in. So until I can fully listen to every track, I can't say whether it's a really good album or whether it's mediocre. But I like a few of the tunes on it. Girls Like Girls.
Hard, bro. There's songs on it that's like, it's like, Drake, you're cold, bro. You're cold at what you do. And the thing is, with his album, I can say, okay, cool, I'm gonna go back to that and take it in, and there's probably gonna be like 3 or 4, 5 maybe songs that I'm gonna appreciate much more. But with Donda, not going back.
I agree, bro. And I feel a little bit underwhelmed by it simply because of the fact that man was selling out stadiums.
He was doing so much. What were people listening to in the listening parties? That song that he did, I can't remember how it goes, but there was a track that there was a clip going viral of him in a listening party, and it sounded hard. On the album, it sounded hard, but it's like, I thought that the whole piece was gonna be like that song. The rest of it was just like half-hearted gospel. Like, don't do that, Kanye, man.
But his marketing team know what they're doing. They know that tune was jumpy and it slapped. So they was like, do you know what? We're gonna push this, because if you
the one way, that's how.
Because if you was to market it with the forefront being the gospel element of the album, it wouldn't have really caught the same amount of traction that it did. You get what I'm saying? So really, the marketing team did well in what they were doing, but I think Jake just edged him on the marketing. Even just the cover of the album is brazy. That is jokes. It's brazy, bro.
Because if anyone else did that, they'll be like, that's half-hearted and it's not really. But because it's Drake, it's just like, fam, there's bare different colours. Pregnant. It's so funny. But you know what I was gonna say with Kanye's album as well? There's bare controversy. Controversy around when it was gonna be released. I see Chris Brown, Soulja Boy, all of them saying that they were on that album originally, and he's not put them on it. They're saying F him, all of this stuff. So it's just like, there's just too much around it. And then he put out a clip saying that his record label put it out when he didn't want it to be out. Yeah, it's just weird. Man.
It is, and I don't know whether I believe them things or not. I don't believe that an artist as big as Kanye, I don't believe that his thing can get leaked. I just don't believe it.
No, I don't, bro. It got pushed back like 4 or 5 times, bro. Yeah. He done 3 listening parties. He did enough, mate.
Yeah. It would have been done leaked.
Yeah.
Before that.
Yeah. Another track though, did you hear the baby? The baby Essence, bro.
Bro, we're not gonna talk about that.
No, what was he thinking? What was he thinking? That actually, when I saw the video, the thing is, I get it to a certain extent why he's doing it, because he's on this like rediscovery like journey because of the madness that he went through on stage, and saying the madness that he said on stage. But bro, that's not the soundtrack that you need to do that.
Bro.
You're not supposed to be on that track.
Nah. You know, there's certain things that you leave alone. Essence is one of them. You can't jump on Essence.
Yeah, nah.
Leave it. Just leave it alone.
If you do, you've got to come different, bro. You can't come with the like the way he comes on every other track, man. When I was listening to it, I was angry. I was angry, and I've only listened to the clip that has been on socials and that. I can't listen to the full thing,
I could picture you sitting there in front of your laptop cussing in Yoruba like that, fam. Not having this.
Fam, strange. And the thing, I don't necessarily hate the baby. He does madness every so often.
What he did was silly.
What he did was very stupid. Like,
I don't get why you'd be in a position that he's in and keep that kind of silliness going.
But you know what it is? I think he's so like, oh, no, we're good. I don't think,
cool, bro. No, bro. Nice one, bro.
But I think he's so like he's battling himself. He's battling whether he wants to be like fully, he wants to go clear, because he can go clear, yeah, or if he wants to stay on this hood thing, saying just mad stuff and doing mad stuff. Because when he said that at his concert, there was no need.
There was literally no need.
Like it was so random, and it was just strange, bro.
But do you know what it is? I think that when you get to a certain level, you start believing you can't be cancelled. Do you know what I mean? You start feeling as if you're invincible, indestructible. Whatever you say, people are still going to back you, and the community around you will uphold you, and that will be it. But it's to even talk about the LGBTQI plus community. Why? For what reason? You're putting yourself in a mad predicament. There's a few areas that you can't touch if you don't want to be cancelled, right? You saw with Wiley. Don't talk about Jewish people.
Don't even really mention them on this pod, actually. I don't even want to hear.
But just don't do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because you just death wish.
They'll lock off this whole thing.
Building done up.
They'll lock off this whole thing. But no, I think he spoke to a few companies. I think he got in touch with a few companies. Yeah. So he's doing well enough to get back, because he was getting cancelled.
He's doing what he has to do.
Yes, because he was getting cancelled from everything, bro.
All the upcoming shows that he had booked, they all dropped him.
Well, how do you feel about that, though? I hear it to a certain extent, but at a point I felt like it became a trend. Like, to cancel him, you're getting a bit more publicity to say that you cancelled him. So people are like, oh, this festival's going on. Let me see what it's saying.
I think there is an element of that. But I think also what he said was mad. So every event, every show was well within their right to say, well, I don't want my man on my thing if he's going on like that.
But when does he come back, though? So like, is he just going to be cancelled forever, or is it like...
No, nobody other than Wiley has stayed cancelled forever. You know what I'm saying? Wiley is in the mud permanently.
Nah, he'll get out, but he just needs to play smart, but he's not really playing it smart right now.
I love Wiley, but he's his own worst enemy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was even looking at 50 Cent put this thing on his Instagram the other day. He took it down eventually. But 50 Cent is the least cancelable guy.
I don't know how, though.
I don't know how either. The video basically consisted of a group of larger ladies, let's call them BBWs, walking, and they're all kind of walking and strutting around, and the caption read, because there was no men, right, in the video, and the caption read something along the lines of, it looks as if all the things in this video have eaten every man in the village, right? Now, you can't say things like that.
You can't say things like that.
It's mad, but 50 Cent can't be cancelled, bro.
And the worst thing about it is with him, he will say something like that, and then he will hashtag all of his businesses.
Effing vodka.
How can
hashtag
you say
power,
bro,
power book 2.
Nah, he's indestructible still. It's gonna take a lot for him to be cancelled, but I think he's at a level where he's so senior that I don't even know what it would take to cancel him, because I've seen him say mad stuff about people that have died, people that are going through madness, going through mental breakdowns, and he's put up pictures of them, and some of it's funny, but then some of it's like, bro, like, calm
and the
down.
thing is, you know that it is him. It's not his team.
Yeah, it's not his team.
It's 50.
It's him.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He's there sniggling behind his phone, looking at it like, this is gonna be funny. It's crazy still.
Fam, it's very crazy, boy. The industry's mad.
A lot of music's come out. Even UK, I don't really take in UK music like that. Have you taken in Notes album yet?
I haven't yet. I can't lie to you. I haven't taken in his thing yet. But
you taken his
I listened to his thing with ZZ Mills.
Okay, have you watched the Wumi Bello one?
I haven't watched that one yet. And have you watched that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so you talk about the Wumi one. I'll talk about ZZ.
See,
one.
I think Wumi's show and the way she interviewed him, because I watched a bit of ZZ's one,
Yeah.
and I rate her thing, but I just feel like the type of vibe she was coming on wasn't matching Notes' vibe, so it seemed very like they were going at each other. But with the Wumi conversation, it was like it was warm. Like he opened up, bro. Like, and that's the interview that he would put on his page and be like, if you really want to know the real me, listen to this interview. And I think that's why I appreciated it more, because it was like it's an hour 15 minutes or plus, but they go into real detail about his whole life, and you kind of feel sorry for him in a sense, because he's only 23, which I didn't even clock.
Young
like man
still.
is mad young. He's got a kid. The whole situation that around that is mad in itself. Then the whole world knowing about it, labeling you so many different things. Then you're bringing out an album where you're trying to like reinvent yourself in a sense, but because people have labeled you this way, it's like it's gonna be so hard anyways. Like even in the interview, the way I was looking at him, it's like he just seemed fed up, and I felt bad for him because
in which one?
The Wumi one.
The Wumi one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he very much seemed fed up in the ZZ one as well. And he even said, like, I'll be honest with you, all of this...
He don't want to do it, yeah. I watched that part, yeah.
Don't really want to do it. And I kind of understand it. Partly because when your life, and not just your life, but what you're going through is so public, you know that everybody wants to know about that, and you might not want to talk about that. And again, with the ZZ thing, ZZ for me is very hit and miss. And the reason I say that is because after watching her interview with Russ, I saw Russ in a completely different light.
Exactly.
Right? Completely different. Whereas before, he was kind of the guy online that everyone hated. Oh, this guy's erratic, bruv. I don't like the way he moves. No. And it kind of gave him a platform to speak his piece. And he came out of that interview with people saying, you know what, yeah? Cool, man. You know what?
You're calm.
Calm.
Yeah.
With Notes now, it was hostile from the very beginning.
Literally
from the very beginning of the interview, hostility.
Yeah.
So it just, you know straight away, he's not going to open up. Do you know what I mean? Because he's on the back foot from the beginning.
But I think it depends on the person that she's interviewing. I feel like if you come on like it's weird because I used to be hit and miss with ZZ, but I rate her thing more now because she's like, if you come on her show, it's like if you match that energy, it will be a perfect interview. Yeah. If you're off a little bit, because I watched the one with, what's his name? George the Poet. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And
that guy's a wavy brother,
like,
by the way.
it was just a very good, like she was just accommodating what he was saying, but it's like she was saying things that a normal person would want to ask him. Do you get what I'm saying? But
that's why I find her... Go on, sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say with the Notes one, it's like from the get-go, like you said, it was just off. So I knew it was going to go down that path. So I didn't even fully watch it because it was a bit tense. Like I felt like if I was watching it in real life, I would have been like, let's just put my hands over my eyes type of flex. It's a bit awkward, you know what I mean? But if you watch the Wumi one, you'll see like he just opens up, bro, and you really, the same way you said that you get to know Russ in that ZZ interview is the same way you get to know Notes in the Wumi interview.
I think it's very, very important to withhold judgment on artists and people who are in the scene in general. If you're going to base it on what you're reading online, it's very important to make sure that you don't just take everything as gospel, what you see on Shade Borough or what you see on UK Gossip or what you see anywhere.
But it's unrealistic though.
It is very unrealistic, but at the same time, my man's 23 years old. He's got a baby mum that he doesn't get along with. Something that everyday people deal with. It's just that he has a big fat spotlight on his head. So anything that he does go through is going to be accentuated beyond even he can comprehend. So there was a video that came out of him and her arguing in some restaurant abroad or something like that. And then he asked the brother that was filming, yo, can you send me that? Because you're going to be able to see X, Y, and Z. People don't actually film normal people having arguments with their baby moms. It happens on a regular basis in Aldi. Do you get me? But because it's Notes, magnifying glass.
Yeah, it's nuts still.
I find it mad. Because if I was going through something like that, I wouldn't be able to do my job.
Yeah.
And he's making an album. Wow. Hats off to you, my bro. You made an album whilst going through the mad thing where you can't see your ute and that. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel like, Because obviously in the industry we work in, like we
Can
see.
I just say quickly, you've not drunk single bit of your juice.
What's that got to do with anything?
It's called on the rocks, bro.
But what's that? It's got different meanings. It could be a drink or it could be your reality.
What? You're stumbling through that?
No.
You know for a fact you haven't taken a sip of your juice.
Bro, I took a large gulp at the beginning and that was enough for me.
Sam is the biggest
Don't lie on this podcast. Don't lie
that
on this
I
podcast.
have ever met in my life.
Don't lie on this podcast.
He would smell that AU
You're such
and be
a liar.
lit in that seat.
This is such a false narrative that was built from 2 events that I came from football and I was tired, had a few drinks, everyone was on a different vibe, and I didn't want to drink. Is that a crime? It's not a crime. But because you think you're stone cold, smashing beers together, juggling it down your throat, you think that you're some next heavyweight. You're not, bro.
I don't drink beer first and foremost, so don't try to spin that.
I think you do. I've seen
that.
you drink a Bud, bro.
What?
I've seen you drink a Bud.
A Bud what?
A Budweiser.
No. Yeah. I promise you, I've never consumed that before.
How can
Beer's
we go
dead.
from that to me drinking? Bro, we were talking about a very sensitive.
Yeah, we were,
topic.
but then I just realised you're poor.
Don't worry
You're not
about.
bringing
Don't
vibes
worry
today, but it's
about.
cool.
Don't worry about my juice. But to be fair, that note situation is kind of moves us on to the topic that we want to talk about. Obviously, we said on the last episode we're going to talk about Love Island. Obviously, it's gone now, but there was a few themes from the show that has made me. Like, I just looked at it and I was like, it's interesting, isn't it? Like, first of all, the Love Island series was terrible. Yeah, it wasn't good, but because it's one of those shows that because everyone watches it together, everyone just follows through. It's like, even though it's crap, we're all watching crap together.
It's a national event, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Love Island is become a cultural, almost like a tent pole in your year. It's a pillar that you've got in the back of your mind. Take that sip.
Whoa. Hey,
why would you make it weird?
Don't tell me to do anything.
Is it what I'm saying? As I was saying, Love Island, is one of those. And do you know what was like back in the day? Big Brother. When Big Brother used to come on, the whole nation used to stop and stand still for like an hour a night or whatever it was, just to take it in. X Factor, the same thing.
Yeah.
Love Island is now that show. And it's mad that it's happening now because terrestrial TV has gone down the drain. Nobody tunes into nothing. Do you know what I mean? You're watching things on Netflix or your Now TVs or your Amazon
YouTube.
Primes or your Hulus, whatever it might be. You're not checking for nothing on telly. But ITV2, they've killed the game.
Yeah, it's proper. And the thing is so funny because they're trying to reinvent so many different shows around like that, like toxic relationship, but it's not working.
Nah.
Like, I think Love Island it's got its own lane. But yeah, like I was saying, it was a terrible season.
Yeah.
The characters just wasn't good enough. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously with reality TV it always goes down and it's never gonna be as good as like 2 years ago and all that. It's happened with Big Brother, now Big Brother's not about, but there was something different with this season. I feel like it was so scripted. It actually felt like a Towie type vibe. And I actually used to watch Towie a lot. But
I know you did. You strike me as that kind of guy that
there's
would watch
nothing
Towie.
wrong with that.
You also strike me as the kind of guy that watches Love Island. Do you know what I mean?
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Specific kind of guy that watches them silly shows.
So
and
it's
you're
a
that
silly
kind
show.
of Donny.
But you keep up to date with everything that is going on in those shows, bro. So you
With
are
what
basically...
shows? You had to film me. I don't even know who Teddy is.
You knew bare names, man. You knew
If I
Teddy,
didn't follow
Faye,
Shade
Toby,
Borough-
Chloe. You knew
Bro,
all of them,
if I didn't follow Shade Borough,
But even following
wouldn't
Shade
know.
Borough, you want to keep up with toxicity, bro.
No, not
yes,
Love
you
Island.
do.
No.
See,
Not
you're not
Love
being
Island.
real. You're not being real.
No. Do you think I care about Love Island?
But you're one of those guys that wants to be the guy like, oh yeah, I don't watch Love Island. Oh yeah, I don't watch.
I just don't understand
no
how
one
you
cares.
can watch it and think that it's reality telly.
No,
it's
but no-
not reality.
but
It's
no
like
one-
you. Do you know what it's like you saying? Yeah, you say, oh no, man can't watch Blue Therapy. It's staged. But so is Love Island.
But I understand. But what did I say? I said I understand why people watch Blue Therapy because it's the type of conversations that they would want to entertain. Same with Love Island.
So can you not understand why I wouldn't want to watch Love Island?
Yes.
For the same reason why you don't want
But
to watch
I
Blue
also
Therapy.
understand that you are the type of guy that takes pride in being that one guy.
I don't take
that
pride
doesn't-
in not
because-
watching a TV show. I'm just saying that
No,
you're the
but
kind
you do,
of guy.
because we've had conversations before, and when everyone's talking about it, it's like I don't even watch that show, and you feel you pump your chest out like you're some guy when it means nothing.
First of all, I am a guy. Yeah, I'm that guy, first and foremost. And second of all, that show, if you're the kind of, don't look into the camera and sweep up your eyebrows that are not there.
Don't do that. Don't do that, because what if it was a condition?
It's not though, is it?
No, but what if it was? What if it was and I was very insecure about it? I'm not, but what if I was? Don't do that again, because we can start doing.
You're not on nothing. Don't talk like that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't talk like that.
Can I finish?
Go on, say what you were saying.
Love Island. Okay,
continue.
So basically, you know the situation that happened with Teddy Faye.
Yes, I'm aware of it.
The 25k Ofcom complaints about how she abused him.
Yeah, serious things.
Very uncomfortable watching that whole situation unravel. I think she was forced to basically apologize to him. Yeah. So then through that situation, I was thinking to myself first of all, I've never really, if I was to see that situation being reversed, if it was a guy doing it to a girl,
yeah,
I feel like it would have been taken in by the public so different. Like, even though there was 25k complaints,
yeah,
I feel like if it was a guy, he would have been kicked out. I feel like if it was that bad, the way, bro, she stuck her middle finger up at man when he was trying to talk to her, and was just constantly said he's not funny, wouldn't fit in with family, all of, bro, and was just constant.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but do you know what? I think I understand it. You saying it about, if it was a guy, would have been kicked off the show. I think yes. I also feel as if maybe it's just a color thing. I feel as if that was a black woman, maybe she would have been gone as well.
100, but she wouldn't have lasted if she had that personality anyway. If a black woman had Faye's personality, would have been out week 2.
I do definitely hear that. There's been instances in the past where people have got kicked out for mad stuff. What was the Sharif situation?
I think I'm not saying he deserved to be kicked out, but from what I heard, he kicked someone. Right. He kicked a girl in the crotch, I think.
That's not funny. First of all,
he did.
So I don't know why you're smiling.
Something. But it's bad, bro. I can't remember what it is exactly.
Was it not also the language he used?
Yeah.
Something he said something mad.
Yeah, and then he did like one of those Sun articles where he said I didn't deserve to be kicked out.
Like, right. Yeah.
Into the camera, but yeah, no. So from that situation, I was thinking to myself, like, do you think it is harder to be a man or a woman in the public eye? Obviously, we're talking about the note situation.
Yeah.
See, with his baby mum, yeah. You not really see anyone say anything negative towards her. Obviously, she's not the one that's like out here, even though she's got a following for being an influencer or whatever. But from the situations that we've seen, obviously, like you said, we can't really judge from all just 2 snippets of videos, yeah. But he was holding corn, bro. Like, as in people were.
You're trying to cancel him.
Like, they were really getting onto man, and obviously from him saying, from that video, it looked like a cry for help. He was saying, like, send me this because I want to see my child and someone needs to see this. Yeah. No one took it that way. Everyone just was on her side. And obviously that's just one situation. Yeah. But it's like, what do you reckon? Do you reckon it's harder being a guy or a woman in the public eye?
In the public space? It's tough. And the reason I say that is because there's so many different things that women and men have to contest with when it comes to being in the public eye. I feel like women are judged a lot more in their appearance in the public eye
facts.
than guys. I feel like guys are judged by their appearance,
but not as much.
But not to the same extent as women. And if there's one thing you and I know, anyone watching is gonna know, the way you look is a sensitive topic. So if you're always being approached and being told that you're a dead thing, that's one thing that Zizi has got really thick skin, because that's one thing that she's had to contest with people saying, she's a dead thing and this and that. I think Zizi's beautiful first and foremost, but I just find it weird that men, in fact, it's not weird, it's normal, because in reality, in society, men and women have very different things to contest with. So it makes sense that they've got different things that they have to fight when they're online as well. But if I had to say one or the other had it more difficult, it's tough, man.
It's tough. Okay,
I'm going to say men. I'm going to say men have got it tougher.
Got it tougher, yeah. Alright. So I used to think, like, I had a few conversations around it when I knew that we were going to talk about it, because I didn't really, I automatically thought that men had it harder because I was just watching Love Island and I was thinking, if a guy done what she was doing, it would have been mad. And then obviously we've seen situations like Muggy Mike, obviously his situation was very bad, like to a place where he took his life, yeah. But then at the same time, I don't know why you're pointing, there's literally nothing in there. There's nothing in there. But there's been so many situations where guys have been getting crucified online for certain situations. But at the same time, I think if a girl is hated, and that's what I think is hard to really put down one answer, because if a girl is hated in the public, they will go at her.
Name a woman that's hated in our culture.
See, I would have said Zizi, yeah,
Right.
but I feel like her hate isn't hate. I feel like it's more. I don't even know what the word is. It's like an obsession in a sense, because she's like the voice of a type of woman. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's so many people that, because she's so opinionated, she's become that person where they either agree or disagree. We've had conversations about what she said, and it's like, oh, one day we're like, yeah, she's hit the nail on the head. One day it's like, she's chatting rubbish. So I don't know if she's hated to that extent, but I don't know if is like women that are like mad hated.
The only one that comes to mind, and this one is extremely warranted, is Katie Hopkins. But that woman,
but she's
obviously,
a racist
is she's mental, innit?
Yeah.
Like, she's a mad woman.
Yeah.
But I can't think in my head of a woman that is really, really hated. And correct me if I'm wrong. Comment in the comment section if there is somebody we're forgetting. But I can name a lot of guys who are hated.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, do you know the amount of abuse that Sideman faced?
Yeah.
Even just during the Love Island period.
No, but he was saying some mad things, bro.
He said some mad stuff, yeah? But that guy has also been saying some really good stuff.
Yeah, but I think it's similar to Zizi. Like, so there's sometimes he can say something like, and you agree.
It's profound, some of the stuff.
But then when he says certain things, it's just like, why are you? You know what you said about everyone thinking, the last episode you said, everyone thinks that their opinion
is a
fact and is warranted. When he's talking, he strikes me as that type of person. When you're that type of person in the public eye, you're going to get abuse, because even with what the situation around Love Island, when he said that he loves it when the Clarissa type girl get humbled. I got what he said.
Yeah.
I didn't really view him in like the worst light, because I got it. That type. But the people that don't like him, or they don't really get it, or they don't watch Love Island, just like, what are you? Why are you saying that? You're the worst type of man. Like, and then he has to do a 2-minute video explaining what he meant, not backing down.
They were on his neck differently.
And then they're just onto him. But I hear you. I think when men are hated, sometimes it can be unwarranted. But for people like Sideman, who else is there? I think
Russ was one of those guys.
Russ was hated, but he turned it around. I don't know how he turned it around.
No, I'll tell you how he turned it around. The ZZ interview, bro. I'm telling you, if it was not for that interview, I think that most people would still see him in the same light, where he's basically like the UK 6ix9ine. That's what a lot of people used to call him. Like, he's just a troll. He's just in people's ears. He's trying to cause passer.
He did have that, actually.
Do you know what I'm saying? He was just constantly on Shade Borough causing passer, right? For no apparent reason. He was just mad. But then when you find out about the ins and outs of what's happened to him in his life, and him losing his sister and this and that, a lot of sympathy begins to grow for somebody who's actually been through real situations. And which is the reason why I think you're saying what you're saying about the whole Notes and Wummy situation, is when you actually understand somebody properly, or they give you a window into their life, you begin to have a little bit of sympathy. You empathize with that person because it's relatable to a certain extent.
I think it is tough though, like in general, like, because when we say the most hated, or who has it harder in the public eye, I think there's so many different ways you can go into it, because if you bring race into it, it could just...
We will be here for all night, bro.
It could just be... Yeah. But I feel like that's a different conversation. But if it's just in general, it's genuinely hard, because when I watched that show, I just felt that a lot of the things that the women were doing on that show to the guys, and certain things, like, obviously it's just a show, but the way people were reacting to it on the outside and tweets, and obviously people are just going to tweet madness, I just felt like guys just have it. A lot of them were just getting stick, like the Jake and Liberty situation, when he wasn't feeling the way she cut it off with, man, was kind of deep, bro. And if it was like, fair enough, people said that they don't feel that he feels her, and the way he is, it doesn't look like he actually loves her. But that might have just been the type of person he is. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
It's not real.
Yeah, it's not real. See, don't do that.
It's not real.
Don't do that, because just because I'm talking about it doesn't mean I'm saying it's the
way you cut her off. Oh my god!
No, because was
mad.
It's a show that I'm talking about, and I'm talking about the storylines. Right. Yeah, that we were watching. So I'm not saying I'm saying if it's bollocks or whatever. Yeah. But even from what it was.
Oh, cool. Yeah, cool.
From what it was. Yeah. The way she cut it off was mad. If it was the other way around, and he cut it off with her after like 7 weeks they were together, or 6 weeks, whatever, and she was barling, they would have said he's the worst type of man. She won in that situation. They said that she was all like, she's the best. She's done what's best for her and all that. And I hear it because I was the one of the people saying that he weren't really onto her. But then I was thinking, if it was flipped, like, it would be completely different.
I don't think people make it any easier for themselves on them shows there, because when they come out, you saw the video of Teddy turning up at her yard, and he's like on FaceTime to her, and it's like a surprise or whatever. My belly was doing backflips, bro. I felt ill.
He's in a different place. I'm not gonna say he's in the sunken place because I don't know what happens with I don't know what they only show an hour of the 24 hours in it, but at the same time, from what we see, if that's the best of their relationship that we've seen on that show, and he's doing that, then it's nuts. But that stuff's crazy because she was very toxic on that show, but she's got 1 million followers now, bro.
Crazy. But here's the thing: you get rewarded for your toxicity in this current period of time.
Jake was toxic in a sense,
yeah, but he wasn't overtly.
But he's on like 300k, bro.
It's mad.
Like, it's just crazy. I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. It's subtle. I don't know if there's like a definitive answer, but from that, I was just thinking to myself, like, mate, do guys have it harder if the roles were reversed in a lot of the situations? Would it be different? And
what's your answer?
I think it would be. I think
men have it more difficult?
I think men have it harder to a certain extent. I think, like you said, women have it harder in terms of their appearance, how they look. Remember when Zizi and others were getting onto Kaz wearing the bonnet and that? Like, that wouldn't happen with a guy. But to be fair, Aaron's trim, they were boying him.
I don't know. Listen, it's 50-50, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Love Island really brings out the worst in our culture.
It does, you know.
In terms of toxicity.
It does, you know. I deeped it.
It brings out the worst in
everyone.
everyone.
I think on the last week, I realised I was just going through the TL. Because I weren't watching the show, but I was going through the TL,
Yeah.
Bro, people are abusing these people.
Mad
I would not be able to go on that show. I know you wanted to go on that.
I could never. I wanted to go on.
You wanted to go on that.
Anyone who knows me, I did not want to go on that show.
Bro, you wanted to go on. You tried to make a joke out of it through Vibe. You was almost thinking like, maybe I should do it. You didn't do it, which is fair enough because you probably would have got buoyed. But you wanted to go on.
I would never go on a show like that.
You wanted to go on, man. Nah. It's all right.
Like, do you know what? Let me not say never, because no. Should I tell you why it's not necessarily never? Because that show's fake, bro. There was not a single person in that villa that I was attracted to. Partly because, not even just aesthetically, just because of their personality. Just all of them repulsed me.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Because if you can go on that show, let's give the show the benefit of the doubt. No, let's give the show the benefit.
Repulse is a very, that's come on.
No, let's give the show the benefit of the doubt. Let's say they were actually feeling each other.
Yeah.
After 2 days of dealing with each other, a week. Do you know how long it would take me to actually feel someone?
Yeah. But you know what type of show you're coming onto, so you know you have to.
Exactly. And I can't do that. I can't be fake. The whole.
But is that fake though?
Yes.
But you're coming. It's like you're an open book. You come into the show and it's like, okay, cool. I've got to be more open than I've ever been in my life.
I would have to fake like somebody on the show in order for me to even get far in the show.
No, but let's say you just meet someone on a normal day and you felt they were attractive. You had a conversation with them. Everything was clicking.
Yeah.
They lived like down the road from you. Yeah. And let's say you always saw each other on the way to work or always on each other's trains or whatever. Bro, if you do that for a month, you could potentially end up liking that person properly, bro.
Yeah, but these men are talking about liking and loving and all of them thing there within 2 weeks.
Yeah. But they have to.
Love.
They have to.
Love, bro.
Yeah, no, but they have to.
Love.
They have to, though. They have to. It is mad. It is mad. But you know, like, bro, when they say I need to pull you for a chat or I think it's time, bro, I get it. But one of the other things that I was going to say from the show as well, yeah, and I think it's like a reality TV thing in the UK and in the US as well and around the world, to be honest. But just in general, do you feel like we're being forced to, like, not embrace plastic surgery, but as in, I feel like it's become such a norm that people don't even know whether they're allowed to openly say that they don't like it. Because there was a point in the show, when it was mad early on, where Hugo said to they were doing one game or whatever, and Hugo said, "Yeah, my girl needs to be real. She needs to be real. She's not allowed. She can't have anything fake. All of this stuff." And then there was 2 girls that had plastic surgery. And they were like, "That was disgusting." Faye was one of them. She was like, that was disgusting. I can't believe you said that. I had this because I got this done when I was a certain age because I was insecure, so my parents got it for me when I was 18 or whatever.
That's your business.
But I was thinking, like, bro, like, is that mad? Like, is that mad for him to say that?
Look, here's the thing. You have to understand and be sensitive towards certain things, understandably, yeah? But no, it's not a problem for you to say you would never wife a girl that's had a BBL or never wife a girl that's had surgery. What's wrong with that? That's your preference. There are certain women who discriminate against men for their height. They will never deal with a guy who's below 5'8" or 5'9".
Very deep.
Below 6 foot furthermore. What, you think a man can get a knee job and just suddenly grow 3-4 inches? No, it don't work like that. If you've got a small batty, you man can go Turkey and get your things fill out. Yeah. You get it? The most a man can do is fill out his hairline. That's about it.
Yeah. And it's become, I think plastic surgery has become a lot more common. So it's like, it's obviously much more accepted, but I see a lot of conversations around it. And I don't necessarily have an issue with it. But it's like, if someone said to me they don't like it, and they were sitting here and someone was sitting there and they had plastic surgery and they said it to a person I don't like, I would never appreciate if my girl got this done, because I feel like I don't like where her mind would be in that space to get it done. I don't think that's a problem.
What's your view on plastic surgery, real quick?
I'm all for being natural in it, like natural beauty. I love when you accept yourself the way God created you. Yeah, let's go that deep. The way God created you, he created you to be unique. No one else looks like you, is created like you, personality wise, everything. Yeah. So when you do certain things like that, my problem is, or my issue to a certain extent, is that once that insecurity is fed with you now going to get a job done, it's like, where do you draw the line? Yeah. And then because we've seen people that have had mad issues with the jobs that they've done, regretted it. Some have died, bro. We've seen people come out and talk about their journeys and how it impacted their lives and all of this stuff, and they thought that it was going to change their mindset on how they look, but it didn't. It just made it worse because they didn't know how to accept themselves even more. And it's like, I don't want anyone around me to feel like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if you need someone to tell you that you're beautiful 10 times a day, or if you need someone that is close to you to tell you that, so you don't need to do that, bro, just tell them. So they will do it. Because it's just, I feel like once you go there, it's hard to come back. And it shows us a sense of insecurity that I wouldn't say worries me, but it's like, you don't know how they think. Because I know, like, we've all got insecurities, bro. Of course. Like, I've got insecurities about certain things when I was growing up and stuff like that. But as I get older, don't laugh. Why are you laughing?
No, do you know what? It's funny.
Why are you laughing?
No, I'm not laughing at you, bro. I'm not laughing at you, bro. I'm just laughing, bro.
Oh my gosh. You're laughing at my insecurities.
I'm thinking about, no, I'm not laughing at your insecurities. You've never told me your insecurities, bro.
That's crazy.
What is it? You can't grow a beard? That's not an insecurity, bro.
Chill out, because I don't need to grow a beard. I'm beautiful just the way I am.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah, certain men don't look nice without beards. That's why they've had to grow it for
so beautiful without a beard. I just wouldn't want to show you these cheekbones. It's mad.
Bro. You haven't had a beard for so long. You're scared, and it's fine. I'm good the way I am. But anyway, everyone has insecurities.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, me growing up, bro, this is the worst insecurity that I had. Yeah, there was
wait, stop.
No, okay, don't stop laughing.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't tell me. Yeah,
no, it's not. It's not bad. It's not mad. I'm over it.
Okay,
it was when I was younger.
Go true.
When I was younger, when I was in, hey, bro, stop laughing, because I'm actually gonna get mad.
No, I can't stop laughing there.
When I was younger, obviously I was one of the only people that wore glasses.
Oh, that's fam.
No, so when I used to go down to like the shops, I used to take my glasses off, and I used to feel like I had a new sense of life, bro.
Swear.
Like, I used to feel like I was just a different person, but I couldn't see anyone. I couldn't see anyone, bro.
So wait, what was it about glasses? Like, Because did people try to take the piss?
No, but it was just that common, you're a geek, or you're like four eyes, or like, do you know
Silly
what I mean?
little
But it's you're
remarks.
younger. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as I've got older now man are wearing glasses that don't even need glasses.
Brother.
Like, and
got
I've
the
seen
clear
you.
lens
I've seen
things.
you do that as well.
1,000,000% because it's
Yeah.
in trend.
Yeah, I know, but it's
I'm
a bit
trendy
weird.
guy.
You know what I mean? Because you
No.
don't need glasses.
Man support my friends them business. You get me? Big up, seeing blue and that. But everyone has their insecurities growing up. Even me, I was a fat youth. I said it got some time, you know.
Yeah, and that's fine, bro.
You get it? Exactly. Everyone's got their insecurities growing up. But for me personally, when it comes to surgery, because I know we're about to run out of time. When it comes to surgery, I'm always thinking about who I'm going to be ending up with. And the woman I want to end up with is going to be the mother of my children. Therefore, I want to be able to preach self-love to my kids and tell my kids that they're beautiful exactly the way they are. So, in my opinion, it would be like counterintuitive, or not counterintuitive, but a bit hypocritical for the mother of my children to say to my daughter, you're perfect exactly the way you are. But mum, your back is huge. You've got a BBL. Yeah, but don't watch that. Don't do as I do as I say.
Yeah,
that's dead. I can't lie to you, that's dead.
I hear you. And I think another thing of it is as well, like I was talking about the reality shows of that. I think that they're really not pushing it, but like with Towie, with Love Island, with all of these like British, even America, like Kim, the Kardashians, bro.
Yeah.
All of them have got something done, or something that changed or altered within them, yeah. And it's just like some of them don't even admit it, so they're not even able to admit like, I had this insecurity, so I did this. They're just like, oh no, I worked out or whatever, or my lips just randomly got bigger like over 3 months, and it's just like, bro, like we need just from like in my opinion, I think that we need more of like positivity in a sense of just loving you, like having different shapes, sizes. Even with the Love Island thing, yeah, there was one season when they had that Jack Dunn wasn't really into gym,
and he won.
He won it, bro.
He won.
They don't even do that stuff no more, like having people different shapes and sizes. Obviously, you're.
That's another reason why I could never go on the show. I promise you, there's no way I'm gonna ever be ripped.
Nah, come on, man.
Nah,
come on, bro. You're doing all right now.
You're the kind of guy that could go on the show.
No, but you're doing all right now. Like, you're
I'm doing
in
okay
good shape
now, yeah, but ripped is different to be doing all right. You get it?
No, but you don't need to be like.
Nah, you do.
Crazy ripped.
Look at every.
Did you see
guy.
Hugo? No offense, but did you see
I don't
him?
know any of their names.
But
because I'm not a fanboy like you.
Chill out. It's just a name of a character that was on there. But he wasn't really in shape. Like, he was a teacher. And he wasn't in shape. I know you know who Hugo is. You're just acting.
I don't know who that is.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. But yeah, he wasn't in shape anyway, and he went on the show. But I think that all of these shows like Towie, Made in Chelsea, Keeping Up with all of this, they do
force a bit of a narrative.
They need to switch it up because that people are seeing this stuff. Even with the way Insta is, and that's even like a different thing, bro. Social media, altering your pictures, all these filters, how you looking at it, and your nose changes and all of this stuff, bro.
Yeah, it's mad. And I don't think there's any going back now. As sad as that sounds, but I think this is just the world we live in at the moment. And I think it will be that, because I don't think that self-love is almost seen as a niche thing nowadays. If you see a girl upload like her belly and her belly's got stretch marks on it, it's like, oh, look at her. She's so like comfortable within her body.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Yeah. But it's almost seen like a niche thing.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because of that,
yeah,
I don't see how our society will change. That's just the way I see it.
Damn, man.
You know what I'm saying? As sad as that might sound.
I remember when we wanted to start shooting this pod, the reason we didn't shoot it for like the first 2 months is because you didn't have a trim on the days that we were supposed to shoot it. And it was just like, bro, like, just accept yourself for who you are.
That is cap.
It's not cap, bro.
It is cap, though.
Brother,
are you going to sit there and tell me that you didn't say, no, we can't shoot that day?
I
haven't had a trim.
Did you say, I don't have a trim this day, we might have to do it in next week?
I appreciate you lot tuning in for this episode of On The Rocks podcast.
You're actually bugging out.
Thank you so much.
You're bugging out. You're actually bugging out.
My bro, what are you talking about?
It's calm. We can end there.
Do you know what's mad, right? I know for a fact, whether I have a trim or not, levels.
Bro.
All right? Levels. So here's the thing. Your narratives that you want to try to spin
It's not a narrative. It's our reality.
Okay.
It was our reality, bro. I promise you, if anyone wants to see the messages of this guy saying I don't have a trim this week and I can't do it this week, I will send it because
you're that kind of guy. You are that kind of guy.
Yeah,
that you'll send like group chats and them kind of things. You're just a snake. That's the sort of brother that you are.
Hey, we're here, man. We're here.
Hey, listen, before we even forget, like, subscribe, comment, and hit us with feedback. Yeah, whether it's in the comment section or to our personal Instagrams, whatever it might be, hit us with some feedback, man. Like, at the end of the day, this is a learning process for us too, even though we're OGs in the game as well.
Come on,
you get it. Like,
and if you have any topics as well, any topics you want to hear us talk about, we're here and we locked in. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, understandably, it's hard talking and listening to him talk. So just send me a little bit of love and bro, you love me.
Be here for me.
Bro, you love me.
Hey,
we're locked, man. We're locked.
One love, man.
Come on.